Hello gang, how are we doing today? How we doing? Hi, oh, Gubbins posted that message like ages ago. Keeps coming in before the stream starts. Hey Jordan, Chocolate and Karik, nice looking Dromakaga, thank you very much. Yeah, I've got it covered right now. Oh, look at that. You see that okay? It's got cling film on it, so you probably can't see it too well. But I took a picture of a slice and I sent it to Jordan. I sent one to Toast as well, and he was like, "Where the fuck did you get that?" And I was like, "I made it." Okay. Let's get prepping, shall we? Let's get prepping. We're going to be making chicken gnocchi soup. And I'm excited. It's been a busy day for me. I did a whole bunch of cleaning. I went shopping. I didn't even speak to my parents today, and I've been more busy than normal. Yeah, I woke up this morning. I went shopping. Came back, cleaned the kitchen, hooved the house. I cleaned my bathroom, did some YouTube stuff. Oh shit, I need to prepare my chicken as well, I remember. Prep this first, I suppose. Ideally I should have been cooking the chicken first. I don't know where to put my cake. Put my cake over here. Still like a little bit warm. How am I going to chop the cake? I don't have. Chop the chicken. I don't have a chopping board. Okay, well I need to cook some chicken first. I'm going to put my onion over here. I'm going to cook the chicken and then I guess prep the veg. You make me feel like I haven't done anything today with how productive I've been. Jordan, most days, okay, my friend, most days I wake up, I shower, I play video games all day, and then I watch TV. Okay, so do not worry about feeling unproductive compared to me. I just stack up all of my things that I need to do for today. Now, how much chicken does this say? 3 to 4 bonus chicken breasts. Okay, I'm gonna use the whole lot then, I guess. Get nice and chickeny. They're actually fairly small breasts, so that actually makes sense. My cable is getting caught. But yeah, it was fairly productive day. I needed a bit of a productive day. My parents are on holiday, on a little trip. A little trip with some of their friends. So I didn't speak to them today, so it gave me a little bit more time to do stuff. Which was nice. Could relax a little bit. And by relax, I mean catch up on things I need to do. And yeah, I watched some random YouTube videos, caught up on some shows, and then played video games. Played a little bit of Starfield. Been doing a little side content. And then I made the cake. I made this, so it's called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Dromakaga, which is dream cake. It's a Danish one. And yeah, it looked really good in the video that I saw. So like, I'm gonna have to make that. Gonna have to make it. And oh my gosh, I had a slice. It's so good. It's so good. So it's basically a vanilla sponge with you make a vanilla sponge, a lot of sugar going in there, and then you bake the cake in the oven for a bit. And then there's a topping, which is essentially you just do some caramelization with some dark brown sugar, and then you put in some coconut, put some desiccated coconut in there, and yeah, I was like, I'm not a massive fan of coconut. Like, as a kid, I never really was a fan of it, but as I've gotten older, I guess I've learned to like appreciate it a little bit. But it's still not like one of my favorite things to choose. So I was a bit like, oh, do I make it without the coconut? Do I put less coconut? I thought, no, just do the recipe and just see how it turns out. And it turned out amazingly. Like, I'm so happy with it. So yeah, so I made that. I tried a slice just to see if it was okay. I had a sneaking panic that it was like not going to be cooked enough, kind of thing. So I did that. That's my excuse, my reasoning for having a slice in the middle of the day. Yeah. So now I'm going to be making chicken gnocchi soup. This one is like an Olive Garden recipe. And basically, yeah, we need to cook. This is some chicken, cutting it into cubes, and yeah, I'm just going to fry it off, and we will be adding it to the rest of our stuff later. But while we're doing this, so I'm going to put the chicken in here. We'll need to keep an eye on it and turn it over and whatnot. But then I will be prepping the veg. So we have a whole bunch of veg. There's a lot going into this. It's called a soup. I would argue it's more like a stew almost. There's a lot going into it. So yeah, it's like a what do you call, like a thick soup, I guess. So I'm just gonna wash my hands for the one, and wash the chopping board, because for those of you who don't know culinary things, you do need to make sure you don't do stuff with raw chicken, raw meat. If you're gonna do it in the right way. So I'm just gonna clean this, give it a quick wash, and then we can chop our veg while keeping an eye on the chicken in the pan. Okay. Hey, Faust. And Carrie. How's everyone doing? Sorry, I'm trying to juggle multiple things at the moment. Okay. Chopping board is back. We can get our onion back on the go. So in terms of veg going into this, we've got onion, we've got carrot, we've got celery. There's a lot going on. So I'm going to just dice the onion up. Oop, lost a slice. Tried to escape there. Onion there. All of it's going to basically go in at the same time, so what I'm going to do is get it all prepared. Hope everyone's had a good day anyway. I'm in two minds about what to do for tomorrow. Do I take the day off? Give myself some time? Do I stream some random Starfield stuff? I'm not sure if I really want to do that. Do I start Baldur's Gate 3? What do I do? What do I do, gang? What are you feeling? Just gonna check this chicken, just flip it around a little bit here, make sure everything's getting cooked on all sides. Yeah, I could like start Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow? Do like a long stream? Perhaps? Start early, get on it. That's probably the next game that I want to do. But I also do want to stream Grime, which Srood bought me a while back. It's like a Metroidvania. That's going to take a couple of streams. So I was thinking of doing that on Tuesday, Wednesday next week, which would mean that I'd start Baldur's Gate on Friday and then not play again for like a week. So I don't know whether that's a good thing, or does that give me a chance to do some side stuff? I don't really know. Maybe. So maybe it is a good idea. Maybe I'm talking myself into it. I don't really want to take a day off because I'm taking a day off on Sunday because I'm doing double casting on Sunday. I'm talking to my parents on Sunday because I get to talk to them today. And this is like the only time I'm going to get to speak to them for potentially like a couple of weeks because they're going on another trip. So. You like onions? Onions are good. Hey Gubbins! Hey Lark! Soak your feet, put on a facial mask and find inner peace. Inner peace? There's no peace in there. Yeah, I mean I could. I feel like I'm taking a day off on Sunday. It's not really a day off. So I may be casting the TF2 Maps charity match in kind of early evening, late afternoon. And then there's an NA versus EU Highlander show match later in the day, in the evening. So I'm doing double casting. Like I said, talking to my parents. So I'm like, I don't want to just do a random stream in there. Okay, let's get our celery over here. Got quite a lot of food going on here. Maybe I need the... Do I need the bigger pot? Could that be an idea? Is this all going to fit in here? I'm not going to risk it. I'm going for the big pot. We go for the big crew set pot. Just in case, because I remember last time I had doubts. We ended up needing the bigger pot. So, we'll deal with that in a moment. Okay, the last bit of thinking, got shredded carrots and spinach, which we can do. Which we don't have to worry too much about that. How much carrot do I need? Where's the carrot? Half a cup. A cup is 250 grams. Need a couple of big carrots. Is it Friday tomorrow? It is Friday tomorrow, yes. So the reason I'm asking about what I'm going to stream tomorrow is because I planned on playing Starfield. I set aside Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday for Starfield, but yesterday I did in fact finish the game. I finished the main story. I've been doing side content off stream and just been doing like main story on stream. And because of that, I've now finished the main story. Slowly sorting out the VODs and everything. But yeah, it does mean that instead of having Friday for Starfield, I could do something different. And I said that the next game I may stream in terms of like story game would be Baldur's Gate. So maybe I'll start that tomorrow. And do Grime Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Continue Baldur's Gate on Friday. And then, yeah, then maybe binge it the week after, we'll see. It depends how long it takes us to play. I'm gonna flip some of that chicken here. It's looking good. Getting it cooked. It's smelling good. which is always good when your food smells good. It's always a good sign. Still some pink bits, so we're just going to make sure it's fully done properly. I need the grater. I've done too much carrot. Do a quick way. Catching a cooking stream. Good to see you, Rocket Blade. Good to have you here. That doesn't help me whatsoever. Because it's not white. Okay, that's fine. I'll just continue doing this. You can tell, like, summer's nearly over. Yeah, what, September 21st? Officially summer will be over. Because it's starting to get darker. Whereas before, the kitchen would be illuminated while I'm doing a cooking stream. I guess I'm doing it a little bit later today. Looking for sous chef to grate carrot with me, for me. This is the last bit of prep we need to do. Once we've done this, we are good to go. So much carrot. It's enough carrot. Put that carrot there. Okay. Right, that is pretty much everything prepped. I just need to keep an eye on the chicken now. Okay, I'm going to take the chicken and I'm going to put it here. And we'll be re-adding that to our soup later on. Like I said, like it's diced chicken, so it's chunks. We're going to have chunks of veg. We're going to have gnocchi in there, which is, you know, chunks. So it's almost like a stew, but that's good. It's good. We like it chunky. Okay. Now we get our crucible up here. I'm going to move you guys over so you can see what's going on a little clearer. If I can get the camera to not fall down, that'd be fantastic. That would be fantastic. You guys see what's going on there? Yeah, you can. Okay, we're just going to heat this up now. We need some olive oil in there. We're going to need plenty of olive oil because there's a lot of space. And the last thing we want is for this to stick. Right. I think we're good with that. We do not want stuff to stick at the bottom because then we'll end up with bits that are kind of charred and bits that are, yeah. Okay, anything else I need to do? cups. How much is a freaking cup? This one has cups in it, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. Cooking and trying to find out like the units of things. When I was cooking the cake earlier, the dream cake, one thing that threw me off was it measured the milk, like the liquid, in deciliters, which I thought was wild. Like normally they're like, oh, 5 cups this if it's an American one, and if it's European, they're normally like milliliters. This was like deciliters. I was like, what the hell? Okay. Is that normal? DL is very normal? No. No, no, no. I guess maybe for Denmark. But in 99.9% of recipes I've read that use metric, it's done in milliliters. A deciliter is 1 deciliter is 100 milliliters. So I had to use 2 deciliters of milk, which was 200 mils. What is Pilk? Pilk is Pepsi milk. One of humanity's weirdest inventions. Okay, I need time. Oh, sorry. And I need to put my veg in there. Okay, this is gonna be... Fuck's sake, man! There's just not a fucking space in this place! Even on the heat, are we? Oh, I feel like I'm in like one of those rooms where there's... Ow, fuck. Okay, we're putting all the veg that we just chopped and grated in there. Whole lot. A whole shebang. But judging by that sizzle, I'm going to need to make sure it doesn't. Oh my god, I just don't have enough. I don't have enough room, guys. I do not have enough room. Okay, so we're going to saute these for a little bit until everything's softened up. Then we're going to add some different things. Oh, hello. Right. Once we get to this part, it all goes crazy. It's alright. So. Okay. Need to make sure this camera's just going to fall again. I know it is. As long as it doesn't fall in the soup, then I'm okay. I can deal with getting a new camera. I cannot deal with making new soup. Okay, a little bit longer, and then we're going to start adding in liquid and then keeping it stirring. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. I don't want it to get too hot, because then things will start charring on the bottom. Char becomes the soup. Yeah, go for a dunk. Okay, I need to give this a little... Oh, fuck. Stir. Again, keeping an eye on it because I do not want stuff to stick to the bottom. It's not, it's fine. We're good, we're good. I'm losing an onion though. That one escaped. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start adding stuff. We're going to re-add the chicken that we cooked earlier with the juices. We're going to add a little bit of water. But that's just topping up because our jug can only take just enough. And we got our chicken brothage going in. That's good. I'm gonna just shimmy that all around a little bit. It's very smooth on the bottom, so it keeps slipping off the hob. Okay, it smells good already. I mean, it's basically chicken veg. Okay, we need to add some thyme. Take that off. We need a little bit more than that. So, try thyme for this part, but we are using fresh spinach later on. So I'm going to just get my spoon in there. I'm going to add some, oh, I found a rogue bit of onion. Get back in there. A bit of black pepper, a bit of salt. And stir that around. Make sure it all gets incorporated. It's looking very watery right now, which I imagine is what's supposed to happen. And I think it will thicken up. I think. I hope. I'm not a massive fan of when it's too watery. I guess it is a soup, but yeah. And later on we're going to be adding in some, well, it says half and half. What I'm going to be using is some double cream and some milk. So like a mixture of both. It's a soup, it's supposed to be watery. Yeah, I know. But like, I don't like it too watery. I want it like, I want a little bit of thickness going on, which I think is going to happen. Like I said, it's a soup, but it's also like, I feel like this is less of a soup and more of a stew. We're going to give it like a couple of minutes, and then we stir in the gnocchi. So I'm just going to wash this up while I'm waiting. And then, yeah. Oh, I just poured water everywhere. I literally just got all over myself. It's very dark on the side of the kitchen. So yeah, I look like I've wet myself probably. At least it wasn't boiling hot water on my crown jewels. That would have not been fun to deal with. I definitely would have been screaming. Definitely would have been an unpleasant experience. Okay, I can't even see where the wet patch is anymore. So I'm just gonna, yeah, just deal with it. Okay. Try and dry this up. It's really hard to see. So we're going to let that go for a little bit, and when it starts to look like it's heating up a little bit, then we're going to stir in the gnocchi and then let it simmer for like 10 minutes. Got wet feet. Actually, I'm actually soaking wet. Holy shit. Got a little bit on my shorts. It's mostly on my t-shirt and on the floor. It's fine. Smelling good. Smelling good. So we got some ciabatta as well. I wasn't sure what to do with this. It's a soup, so I thought bread, right? But also, like, it has gnocchi in it, so I'm thinking, does it need anything? Doesn't need any bread. So I got some ciabatta anyway. And then if people find that's too much carb going on, then you know, don't have to have it. Let me double check how much is needed. So it says 60. Why does it say ounces? How many ounces in a ounces to grams? Okay, so 16 ounces would be how much? 481. I got 500 grams here. We got to put a little bit more chicken in, so yeah, I think that we'll put the whole bag in. Works out. It smells really good. Not that I'm surprised, but I think I put it in now. Plop. I just don't want it to like settle to the bottom. Making sure they're all separated before I put them in. Yeah, see now it's like already thicker because there's just like so much solid in here, right? Okay. And now we make she thick. Yeah, it's gonna be thick. It's gonna be fairly thick. I needed that plate. I guess I'll just dry this up while we're waiting. Yeah, so what we need to do now is let it simmer for a little bit, and then we add some bits later on. Some finishing touches. See some bubbles coming up. We're getting there. We'll give it 10 minutes from like... We'll give it 12 minutes from now, I think. By the time we get the... we get it to a kind of simmering stage. Excited for this. Something different. It's going to be quite creamy with the with the cream and the milk added to the end. We've got some spinach going in as well. Now this is chopped spinach, so let me double check the recipe. Is it actually chopped spinach, or can I just put the whole leaves in? 1 cup fresh spinach, roughly chopped. If it's roughly chopped, means we got to chop it. I'm going to chop the bread first. I'm going to chop the bread and put it on like a plate, I guess. Or like a bowl. Just put it to one side. Put it on this. Just stack it up, I think. Where's my bread knife? There it is. Actually, it needs to be in the oven. So I'm going to do that. 200 and 180. Okay, so while that's simmering, I'm knocking stuff over. just toast the ciabatta. Still not quite at that simmering stage, are we? Nothing's getting stuck to the bottom. A lot of heat coming off it, but I want to see a little bit more action. Don't want to turn the heat up too much, because when you turn up the heat with the crucible pot, then it's harder to get the heat to go down than it is to go up. And then you end up kind of cooking stuff too much. I guess I can put up a little bit. So this spinach, it says roughly chopped. I guess we follow the recipe, right? It's just don't want the whole leaves, I suppose. And how much did it say? 1 cup. How much is a cup? Like 250 grams? So about this much. Yeah, much. Where's my big knife? I put it away. Okay, I have a pile of leaves here. You guys do not need to see this. You know those leaves in the autumn, or if you're American, in the fall, and you see like big pile of leaves. It's like that, but it's green and it's spinach. Chopping the big leaves into smaller bits. Is it really? I guess you don't want the big bits for this. You just kind of want small flecks of spinach. It doesn't say finely chopped, it just says roughly chopped. So just making sure there's no big leaves. And a pile of greenery. And now it's just waiting time. Massive white patch over here. Try and get rid of that while I'm waiting. Okay. This might take a little longer. We'll just see. The least we need is to make sure the gnocchi is cooked. Which for me is difficult because I've not cooked with it very often. Hello Madison, how's it going? Getting a little bit more bubbly now, which is good. Yeah, this definitely wouldn't have fit in the smaller pot. So I'm glad I made the executive decision to go for this one. Is that Chase with the 16 months? Thanks so much for the resub, dude. How you doing? Looks like a pretty nice chicken soup right now. Yeah, thanks. It smells really nice. It smells chickeny. Obviously got the chicken stock, the chicken in there, all the veg as well. I'm just concerned about the gnocchi. Like, gonna make sure that's cooked properly. Gonna make sure that's, otherwise it's just gonna be really chewy. I'll grab a fork at some point and jab it. We're still looking at like 5 more minutes before we need to consider doing anything else. You've been doing life stuff. It sucks. Life stuff does suck, but life stuff is important. So hopefully you can get the life stuff out of the way and have some more enjoyment. Got Payday 3 coming out soon. Chicken with more chicken. Yeah. That's why we have the internet. Yeah. So true. Right. Redstone needs a little bit more. Smells nice though. Everything's smelling good. It's always a good sign. This soup is going to be thick. Once we add the cream and the spinach. Is that Donald Trump? No. Looking over my glasses. Help on the road to 100%. Imagine how quickly you can get the race to get to 100%. Why Trump? Well, there was a guy on the TV, but I was looking out the corner of my eye. I haven't got my glasses on. I've got my glasses on, so out the corner I can't see properly. And it looked like Trump, but it was some other guy who was ginger. Or like orange, I should say. Why don't you do a cooking stream every time you cook? Because I'm not always cooking stuff that I consider super interesting, right? Like, for example, like yesterday I didn't cook. Cloudy cooked yesterday. And yeah, sometimes I've streamed like all day and I just want to, make a jacket potato or cook some pasta or something like that. And, I don't really want to be on stream again, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just want a little bit of downtime. Believe it or not, sometimes you need time away from you guys. Almost choked on your spoon. How dare you do things off stream? Is it this week it comes out? Or next week, sorry? Next Thursday? Okay. I think I gotta take the bread out now. The ciabatta. Yeah. It's nice and toasted. I'm running out of space here, gang. Running out of space. Okay, let's get a fork. Test the gnocchi. And that's chicken. It's seemingly soft. Gnocchi's supposed to be soft, right? Let me try it. Yeah, that's cooked. By itself, it doesn't have much taste, but with everything else going on in there, it's good. Okay. Let me check my numbers here. So 2 cups would be 500 mils, correct? So if I'm doing 50-50, this is one. Yeah, that works out perfectly. Okay. Oh shit, I'm whacking stuff everywhere. Okay, so now I need to put in some spinach. This is the spinach I chopped roughly. It's going to look like a lot. Do not panic. As we know, spinach wilts under heat, collapses under the pressure. So I'm just going to plop it in there, give it a stir. I'm excited for this. Not going to lie, guys. I'm not really a massive soup person, but soup's nice, obviously, but this, yeah. Okay, so now we got to put in cream and milk. This is going to be the weird part. This is where, hopefully, it doesn't go wrong. Lots of liquid going in. This is where it's going to thicken up even more, I imagine. We need it like, because we've just added cold ingredients, we need to give it a little bit of time. It's looking like a creamy soup now. Just wait till it's like simmering again, and then it'll be ready to serve. So while that's happening, I'm going to slice up the chia batter. Oh, can you hear that, guys? That's the sound of chia batter being sliced. Oh, it's like the perfect like cook for me. So I like it when it's like crispy on the outside, but like nice and soft on the inside. Not a massive fan of when bread's over toasted. Makes it harder to cut though, I'm gonna be honest. And we'll do another one. Leave that out if anyone wants any more. Smells nice. Okay, I'm going to take away a couple slices for me. Take these over, 1 sec. Alright, gang, it is bubbling. You know what that means? It is time to serve. Ugh. Right. It's upside down. Sorry guys, I'm messing with the light, aren't I? Okay, let's bring you guys back over here. New. It's warm. Ugh. That is so much soup. Holy shit. I'm gonna be eating this for weeks. Okay. Let's get going. I'm gonna try and make sure I get enough of everything. You've got the chicken, you got the gnocchi. That looks good. I need to take a picture for the gram, guys. Let's get a slice of ciabatta on there for good measure. Looks good. Okay. Trying to make sure there's enough solid and some liquid in there. It's hard to differentiate what's chicken and what's gnocchi. It's a bit of chicken. Okay, see that on the cam? Yeah, it's a bit washed out and faded. Camera's not the best quality, but okay, well there we go guys. That is chicken gnocchi soup. It doesn't really quite do it justice, I don't think, because it's got a whole ton of stuff in there. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I will post a picture of the cake on Twitter when I do a slice later on. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching today. Ciabatta bread. Yeah, it's bread. Ciabatta is like a type of bread. Italian. Anyway, guys, you guys take care. I may or may not be back tomorrow. We'll see. Just keep an eye on Discord, and I'll let you know if I go live. But for now, have a good evening. Bye.